Yes, we selected Jerome Baker, linebacker, Ohio State. It was a guy we spent a lot of time with, Coach Bush. Really got to know the kid through the draft process. And for us, he adds speed. We want to get faster on defense. So with adding him and Minka these first 2 days was a big priority on that side to get faster. And this kid has that. He is a tough kid, but he's sideline to sideline. He's the prototypical new age type of linebacker. We have some insider trading info, obviously, with Raekwon being on the roster, and Raekwon spoke very highly, and as well as when we had Denzel Ward in for a visit, he kind of raved about the kid, talked about what kind of player he was and teammates. So, for us getting to know the kid, we're excited. We needed to add speed, and it'll be a competitive group now. Add some more, and we'll see what happens the rest of the weekend.
You envision him as an outside linebacker?
Uh, I'll leave that for the coaches. There he was a will. He blitzed a little bit off the outside, but he was covered up, kind of run and chase, and that's how it's vision. But wherever he lines up with the coaches, we'll put him.
You mentioned the importance of improving speed, but it seems like versatility is also the name of this draft as well, getting more versatile pieces. Is that something that you looked at in this game and why you were kind of drawn to him?
Yeah, we talked about with the Kaseki pick. It's a matchup league, and coaches now it's a lot of matchups and scheming, and so for us, it's finding players that can do more and add the speed and athleticism for this game. So, you know, we've struggled at times on defense here. We played well at times, and we're just trying to get players that add more speed and get more consistent on defense, and so we're excited to add them.
Watching him in coverage, what do you think were some traits that allowed him to be successful at Ohio State in coverage as well?
Yeah, it's he's just very athletic, first of all. So I mean, he can turn his hips, he can run, he gains depth, and then it's the speed. I mean, you go there and Mickey Marotti, who's one of the top strength coaches in the nation, talked about, hey, this guy's as fast as Ryan Shazier, and they were shocked he ran what he ran, running 4.53 at the combine. They're like, this guy's much faster than that, and you see that on film. So whether he was tired that day or whatever, but they just constantly raved about how fast this player was. So we're happy to add him.
Sorry about that.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned new age linebackers. Do you even worry about the prototypical Sam linebacker at this point? Do you need a 253-pound outside linebacker?
I Some of those are like the way of the dinosaur, those Sams now. That's depending on what your scheme is. I mean, just being honest. I mean, we're fortunate to have Raekwon as a middle linebacker. That's a bigger linebacker coming out nowadays. So for us, Kiko's 240 plus pounds. Now he came back at 240 plus, and now adding this. So we have two big linebackers that can run, and then now we're adding more speed. And then Stephon Anthony as well is a big guy that is a 4.50 guy. So we're just adding more speed and athleticism to the group.
Hey Chris, in the NBA, they're doing something called positionless basketball, where you just get kind of basketball players out there. Are you guys doing that in the back seven, or is that a mischaracterization? Just getting athletes and not
Yeah.
specifically positions.
Well, we've talked about the big thing for us is guys that love the game and are smart. So if you get those guys that are athletic, fast, and then you add guys that are smart and love football, I just think it gives you the ability to do more things. So the smarter your team is, the more versatile, as you say, you can be. So, you always have to adjust to what league trends are. So for us, this was a good pick for us, and we're happy to have them.
What's your sense for where, sorry, Chris, what's your sense for where Baker is in his development and how ready or not he is to contribute quickly?
Yeah, I think each player is different. There's some players that come in the league and you're like, oh, this guy's definitely ready, and then you get him in an NFL camp and he struggles a little bit, and it takes him a little while to adjust. And again, Baker's come from a great program at Ohio State, been coached by Urban Meyer, so he's been coached hard, coached well. So for us, I don't think the stage will be too big for him, but it'll be up to him really and how he picks up our scheme and learns as we go through it through the spring and summer.
Chris, there had only been 4 quarterbacks taken, so how much did you consider that position, being that you could get one of the top or maybe second tier guys at 73?
That was a consideration, but for us, Baker was a guy at that spot. Was just too good for us to pass up.
How does Baker fit into the culture change that you guys are trying to implement?
I think You guys have heard me over the last couple of years. It's the types of players we've added, and I know a couple of you guys just in passing at games have talked about what kind of kids these guys are. That they're smart, they love football, they're good kids. Some of them have been captains on teams, some of them not, but they've been team leaders. So for us, again, it's adding good kids with good character, but the guys have traits that you like that you think will translate into production at the NFL level.
And Chris, how busy have you guys been on the phone? I know you're always taking calls, but very busy, and have you thought much about getting back into the third round?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. It's everyone in the league right now is calling up and down. So even before the third round started, we had people calling from below trying to trade up, and so it's an active time for everyone trying to get up in each draft, and you get to that into the third round and position yourself in the top of the fourth. So.
Last question, guys.
How do you feel about having added a tight end and a linebacker from a positional need standpoint in this round today? I'm sorry, in today.
Yeah, no, it's those are positions we needed to create some more competition at, and these are players it's been a lot of time with. So for us, we feel fortunate to have them because we feel good about them, and now it's up to the players to go out and perform, and we think they will, and time will tell.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.